Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be on this very natural look that I have going on today. Just kidding. This is very dramatic, very over the top. This look is almost as extra as I am, and I love it. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel and watching another one of my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please share my video with as many of your friends as you can. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and do my brows. You can see that I already started on them just a little bit because I wanted to test some products and see what I thought would work best for this to achieve the look that I'm wanting to achieve. The first thing I'm going to go in with is I'm going to use a matte liquid lipstick for my eyebrows. I've tested this and I have also tested eyeshadow, and I feel like it's best to get hair-like strokes if you go in with a liquid lipstick first. And I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics Cocoa Collection in the shade OKURRR. Don't you just love saying that? You don't want to put too much on your brush or it's going to do like really thick brows, and that's not what we want, like really thick hair strokes. And if you do get too much on, just take a spoolie brush and brush it out. We want to be really careful at the beginning of our brow because we want that to not be as dark. We want it to be a little bit more hair-like looking. I'm also going to use a little bit of shadow from the Dirty Create palette in the shade Create. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of makeup remover, and I'm going to take these Q-tips with the precision tips, and I'm going to use that to clean up my brow and give it the shape that I want it to have. And if you mess up a little bit, you can always go back in with either the lipstick or the eyeshadow and touch up. And then I'm going to very lightly run the edge of that Q-tip over the very edge of my brow, the very front of my brow, so that we can soften that up a little bit. And then I'll go back in and touch up anything that needs to be touched up. Next, I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape and the Urban Decay and mix those like I like to do. And I'm just going to carve out the brows a little bit better. I like to switch back and forth between this small angled brush and this Morphe brush that has a little bit more density to it, and I can spread the concealer over my eyes better. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Create from the Dirty Create palette again, and I'm going to use that to just carve out my crease. I'm going all the way to the inner corner, and then I'm going to flick it out to the end, and I'm actually going to make a little tail with it. And if you guys are wondering what all of this crazy like pink, red is around my face, it's because I I thought I would be creative and I was going to do this like really over the top Valentine's Day look, and it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, so I end up washing it off after I finish my eyes. But unfortunately, it was really hard to crop that part out while I was trying to show you guys how I did the eyes, and it's super embarrassing. It's also super funny. Just to give you a good laugh, I might even post a picture of it or insert a picture of it in the corner here in a minute, just to give you a good laugh. So what I just did there was I blended out that eyeshadow with a 506 brush, and now I'm going in with a shadow shield just so that I can get a nice sharp corner without having to really worry about where I'm going to put my shadow. And I'm going to just keep going in with that Create. shade, and then I'm just going to focus that on the outer part of my eye. Now I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm going to use that to carve out my crease. I want to go right underneath of the line that I've already made, and I want to spread it out, and I also want to blend it into the outer edges. And I'm also going to do like a thin line of it all the way across, so you can see where I didn't go all the way up with that Create shade, because I want the concealer to make a nice sharp line through there. I've never done one of these kind of cut creases before where you just leave like a bare strip through there, but I really was just feeling like doing something completely and totally different with this look. I want to go all the way to my inner corner. Like I said, this look is very dramatic, so the more dramatic the better. Whatever you're comfortable with, just go with it. Now I'm going to go back in with the shade Create, and I'm going to darken that outer edge back up, and I'm going to blend it in to the concealer. And I also want to make that little strip up at the top of concealer, I want to make it very sharp and very precise. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Blizzard from the Kylie Cosmetics Nice palette. I'm just going to take that shade and I'm going to put it all over my lid. I want to keep a space up there where I want to keep that bare line, but we can always go back and fix it. Next, I'm going to go in with the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadow in the shade C Siren, and I'm just going to go right over top of that Blizzard shade. And the reason that I wanted that underneath is because some of the Stila eyeshadows are not as pigmented. I mean, they're gorgeous, but they're also kind of sheer, and so just putting that underneath will make this color pop. It's a very similar color. And I'm also going to go in with that little tiny brush that I like to use. I'm going to blend that shade out, and then I'm going to go back in with the concealer on that little brush, and I'm going to straighten out that line, make it very prominent and very precise. You'll see me go back and forth between these shades because I want to make sure that everything is perfect. So I'll do the concealer, I'll go back in and use that same brush and touch up the bottom of the concealer with the Stila eyeshadow, and then I will also go back up to the top and perfect that line with that Create shade again. And then I'm just going to go back over the outer edge and corner of my eyeshadow and darken that up. And then I'm just going to take off that shadow shield. I did my other eye off camera, and so now I'm just going to go in and conceal my under eyes. I'm sorry that I had to zoom this in so much, but you all really just did not want to look at that big, ugly heart shape on my face. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyways, I'm going to conceal my under eyes, and then I'm going to just set it with some RCMA no color powder. And then I'm going to go back in with that shade Create, and I'm going to smoke out my bottom lash line. I also used just a tiny bit of the pink shade from the Urban Decay Electric palette. The next thing I'm going to go in with is this shade called Angelic, which we're going to call Angelique because that's how you pronounce my name. And we're going to do that in the inner corner and on the brow bone for a little bit of highlight. Then I'm going to take the shade Psychedelic Sister from Urban Decay, and I'm going to put that in my waterline. Next up is foundation. Praise the Lord, I washed all of that stupid pink art off of my face. I feel like it still like seeps through a little bit because that shadow was so pigmented, but it's okay. We're gonna work with it and it's all gone. I'm using, the foundation I'm using today is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and I'm in the shade 120. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that on. And I'm putting it on kind of thick today because I am trying to cover up all of that pink from the ugly heart that I had on my face. Sometimes a look just doesn't come together how you plan. Next, I'm going to go in with contour, and I wanted to do like a pink contour, but I felt like it was looking like I just applied way too much blush. So what I end up doing is going in with a little bit of bronzer underneath it, and it deepens it up so it just actually looks like I contoured my face a little bit, and then it looks like I just put some blush on over top of it. It is still a little bit more blushy than I would typically wear on a normal day, even though I do love some blush. But since this is like an over-the-top look, it'll be okay. And then I'm just going to bronze my forehead a little bit, you know how we like to do, make that forehead a little bit smaller. And my hair completely messed up right there. I'm going to go in with some liquid highlighter, and again, I've been using the Temptu liquid highlighter from Boxycharm. I mean, I just love it. It's like one of the best liquid highlighters that I have ever used. I put a little bit of that on my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and also I think I forgot to mention that I did apply my lashes off camera. You can see they go with the look. They're very over the top. They're very dramatic. Now I'm going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics loose highlighter in the shade Tahiti. It's the one that I love so much that has like the pink tone to it, so I felt like it would go really good with this look since everything on her face is pink. But hey, at least we don't have a big pink heart on her face anymore. Haha. So same thing, I'm just going to do that on my cupid's bow and my chin, and then I'm going to go in with that shade that we use on our eyebrows, which is OKURRR, and we are going to put that on our lips. And I didn't do this on camera, but I also go in with the DesixKaty collection lip gloss in Over the Top. I just wanted something really sparkly and shiny to set this off just a little bit more and to be a little more cohesive with our eyes. And then last but not least, I'm going to set my face with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and this is the coconut scented one. Anyways, that concludes my tutorial on this very over-the-top, very dramatic Valentine's Day look. I wanted to do something just a little bit different because I had already created a Valentine's Day tutorial, and I love to be extra, just to be honest. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you love to be extra just like me, so that you will want to recreate this look. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you come back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope Charles, are you listening to me? You're making me nervous. It's making me nervous because I know you can hear me. Let me shut this door. God bless. So that concludes my tutorial on this very over-the-top. Caroline, I'll snap you back in a minute. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.